Hi, my name is Yogya Bhatia and I'm a legal intern at Lexis and Company. Today I'll be talking about cognizance of offences. Cognizance in general meaning is said to be knowledge or notice, and taking cognizance of offence means taking notice or becoming aware of the alleged commission of an offence. The dictionary meaning of the word cognizance is judicial hearing of a matter. The judicial officer will have to take cognizance of the offence before he could proceed with the conduct of the trial. Taking cognizance does not involve any kind of formal action but occurs as soon as the magistrate, as such, applies his mind to the suspected commission of an offence for the purpose of legal proceedings. So, taking cognizance is also said to be the application of judicial mind. It includes the intention of starting a judicial proceeding with respect to an offence or taking steps to see whether there is a basis for starting the judicial proceeding. It is stricte that before taking cognizance, that court should satisfy that ingredients of offences charged are there or not. A court can take cognizance only after that it becomes functions official. If a magistrate involves his mind not for reason of proceeding as mentioned above, but for taking action of some other kind, example ordering an investigation under section 156 subsection 3, or issuing the search warrant for the purpose of the investigation, he cannot be said to have taken cognizance of offence. The term cognizance of offence has not been defined in the Criminal Procedure Code. Section 190, 191 till 199 deals with the methods by which and the limitations subject to which various criminal codes are established to take cognizance of offences. However, the meaning of the term is well defined by the codes. Taking cognizance is the first and foremost step towards the trial. The judicial officer will have to take cognizance of the offence before he could proceed to conduct or trial. In the case of R.R. Chari versus State of UP, it was held by the Apex Court that taking cognizance does not mean any formal action or expected action of any kind, but occurs as soon as the magistrate as such involves his mind to the suspected commission of an offence. Cognizance of offences by magistrate. In section 190, any magistrate of the first class and the second class may take cognizance of any offence. Upon receiving a complaint of facts related to offences, upon police reports of facts, upon information received from a person. In section 190, subsection 2, it is given that second class magistrate can be empowered by chief judicial magistrate to take cognizance under section 190, subsection 1. Transfer on the application of the accused. Section 191 deals with the transfer on the application of the accused. When a magistrate takes cognizance by another person other than a police officer or upon his own knowledge, then accused is entitled to have the case inquired into or tried by another judicial magistrate. If accused or any of the accused object to further proceedings before the magistrate taking cognizance, the case shall be transferred to such other magistrate specified by the chief judicial magistrate. In simple words, when a magistrate takes cognizance by another person other than a police officer or upon his own knowledge, the then accused can change judicial magistrate according to his desire before taking any evidence. Making over of cases to magistrate. Section 192 deals with making over of cases to magistrates. Any chief judicial magistrate can make over the case for inquiry or trial to any competent magistrate subordinate to him. The chief judicial magistrate can give general or specific order to any first-class magistrate to make over the case for inquiry or trial to another competent judicial magistrate. Cognizance of offences by courts of session. According to section 193, courts of sessions are not allowed to take cognizance of any offence unless the case has been committed to it by the magistrate. When it is expressly provided by this code or by any other law, then only courts of session are allowed. Limitations on the power to take cognizance. Prosecution for contempt of the lawful authority of public servants. According to section 195, subsection A, courts will not take cognizance to those cases which punishable under section 172 or section 188 of the Indian Penal Code unless a written complaint is made by a public servant. Section 172 to 188 of IPC deals with offences related to contempt of public servant. The court will not take cognizance in case of any attempt, conspiracy, abetment of offence given in section 172 to 188 of IPC. According to section 195, subsection 2, court will not further proceed with the trial when the order of withdrawal is given by a superior officer of a public servant. Prosecution for offences against public justice. According to section 195, subsection 1, court will not take cognizance to those cases which are offensive under section 193 to 228 of Indian Penal Code unless a written complaint is made by that court or by some other court to which that court is subordinate. Above mentioned sections of IPC deal with the offences against public justice. The courts will not take cognizance in case of an attempt, conspiracy, abetment of offences against public justice. Prosecution for offences relating to documents given in evidence. According to section 195, subsection 1, court will not take cognizance to those cases which are under 463 or punishable under section 471, 475 or 476 of the IPC unless a written complaint is made by that court or by some other court to which that court is subordinate. Above mentioned sections of the IPC deal with the offences related to documents given in evidence. The court will not take cognizance in case of an attempt, conspiracy, abetment of offences relating to document given in evidence. Section 195 subsection 3 deals with the meaning of court in section 195 subsection 1. Court means a civil, revenue or criminal court and included a tribunal constituted by or under a central, provincial or state act if the act has declared as court for the purpose of this action. Thank you.